everyone, good morning. We are from Group 1 and in this meeting we will present about Lewis Carroll for Children Literature course. So the first one will be presenting by Ausil Kaifat. The time is yours.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity. The first one is, who is Lewis Carroll? And based on my read and my source and many more, Lewis Carroll, or known as Charles Ludwig Dodson, is an English writer. And then, besides his work as a writer, Lewis Carroll is a mathematician teacher in University of Oxford. And then, in his spare time, after he doing some teacher things, he often played chess and often played imaginative words and playful words and many more. And then that background of hobbies and academical context so much influence in his masterpiece, like in Alice in Wonderland or Alice in the Working Class. So his creation, his books, is more influenced by his beautiful experience in English, in England, yeah. So, and eventually Lewis Carroll died in 1898. But yeah, even though the writer is gone, but the idea is still on until today, and his books is being read and being studied until today. And so, the next one is going to represent by Sabatian Datinatu.
So I'm going to tell about the strengths and weaknesses of Lewis Carroll's works. Let's begin with the strengths. First is endless imagination. Most of Carroll's books are created with unusual settings, lively characters, and surrealism to make it feel memorable. Do you guys know the Red Queen in Alice in Wonderland? Or even the Cheshire Cat, which is a cat that can fly and disappear? Those characters are actually made with high imagination to make the readers feel memorable. Second is overthrowing didacticism. Lewis Carroll was lived in Victorian era. At the time, most of children's literature books are written to teach moral lesson. But Carroll revolutionized the genre by changing it from strict moral lesson into engaging and fun so that children can laugh when they read the story. Last, a new kind of protagonist. Alice was a groundbreaking character for her time. Rather than being a passive girl, she is inquisitive, she is curious, she is also brave to stand up to fight the intimidating adults. And now let's move to the weaknesses. First, challenging vocabulary. As I said before, because Carroll was lived in Victorian era, the chosen vocabularies are often complex. So for contemporary children, they might need guidance from the adults so that they can understand the text comprehensively. Second, lack of traditional plot structure. Most of Carroll's books are written with no clear rising action, climax, and resolution. And for some readers that might need a strong plot, reading Carroll's books might be a little bit frustrating. And the last is highly contextual satire. Most of Carroll's books are also written and implemented jokes and humor in Victorian era. So for readers in no time, they might miss the jokes or the humor. Next will be presented by Nabila.
Alright, thank you so much Sabatian and Ausil Kaifat for presenting the previous. So, in this time, we have about the story, the legacy of Lewis Carroll. So, as you can see that we already know about Alice in Wonderland, the story when the little girl is traveling around the world and the magic world. So, before that, Lewis Carroll have Jabberwocky and the Hunting of the Snark. Okay, we can see about his legacy of story. It could be the connection between his biography. So as we know that Lewis Carroll is someone who interested in mathematics lectures, and before that his strong background is like greatly influenced his writing style. So mathematics and writing style is makes sense to make this kind of story that because the story inside what Lewis Carroll had, it's already talk about magic, talk about rabbit flying, kite flying, or talk about the small doors, talk about cake who has poison in it, and it could be different than because everyone already know about Alice in Wonderland. Exceptional, the Queen of Elizabeth. She really likes that story and asked to Lewis Carroll to send her the copy of that book. So that's all from me. And after that, this is for poster.
أستغفر الله العظيم.
We already had that and already presenting to you. So I hope everyone will know about